You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm hitting the live button. We should be live like right about now.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yep, there it goes.
hello. There we go. Hello, Mortgage Loan Officer Network. I've got Keith. I'm
Hey guys, how you doing?
getting right now. Just taught a class. Now, Keith's gonna take some time to walk through uh, something that he brought up in the previous presentation just a few days ago. He was sharing with you guys how he learned how to generate leads, and he decided to have a good follow-up system, but he expanded that a little bit. He realized he needed some help. We should talk about your virtual me.
Hello?
Ready, bud?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. I think we're streaming.
Okay, it's cutting in and out. All right. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can't hear me, Mike, just stop me and let me know, okay?
Okay. Yeah, keep going for now. I think you're all right.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, hope everybody's doing good. All right, I want to go over something that will help you guys a whole lot because I know most everybody is trying to get a hold of realtors and work with realtors more. And this is something that I kind of created on my own as I've been working with realtors over the last 17 years, is what I call the realtor ascension model. And the realtor ascension model, no matter who you're dealing with, what agent it is, whether it's a brokerage or an agent or whoever it is, there's always an ascension model or an ascension plan to do business on a high level with that agent. And that always starts with free stuff. And on free stuff, that's kind of what my virtual assistants help you do, okay? So we help you get more listing booster leads in. We help you research those listing booster leads. We help you with flyer marketing, creating that for the agent. We'll create listing videos for the agent, landing pages, marketing and sales training for those agents that will help you post online, Facebook lead ads and ads, email training that goes out and video training that goes out to the agent. And that's really the first step of catching the agent's attention, okay? We catch the agent's attention with free stuff. It's not like it used to be where you walk in with a big thing of donuts and they smile and say thank you. Those days are really gone. Rate sheets and donuts don't work, okay? You've got to catch the attention with something that's superior, and that's what we help you with. After you've gone through the free stuff stage, you hit what I call the quick hit strategy. And I don't know if you guys have ever realized this, but when you give an agent a deal, let's say you got a completely pre-approved deal and you give that to an agent, they become your new best friend. Now that's for two reasons. A, you're putting money into their pocket that they have to do nothing with except for find the person a house. B, you're giving them what's called a quick hit strategy. In other words, they didn't have to pay for that. They didn't have to go, set up Facebook ads or do Zillow or Boomtown or anything like that. You've literally just given them a deal. So another quick hit strategy would be like teaching the agent how to do LinkedIn SEO on their profile or something like that, to where that's a quick hit strategy that once you teach that agent, they can go out and immediately get business with it. The next step in the ladder is lunch and learns and actually team courses that you do live for those agents. So you're actually coming into the office of the agent to teach a team course, or you're putting a bunch of agents in a room that don't know each other to teach them a lunch and learn, and you're looked at as the expert. Now, once you hit the lunch and learn place, you go to the one-on-one. The one-on-ones would be, and I do these on Zoom calls, but you could do them in person. You could do them on the phone. These are kind of like coaching, teaching calls that you do with the agent one-on-one. That creates accountability, and you can help them create accountability so they're actually going out and doing what they need to do in order to generate business, You guys become a partnership, and you start getting a lot of business from them at this level, okay? There's another level that you can hit, and a lot of you guys have hit that, and that level is the video training level. So they've learned from you one-on-one, in-person, stuff like that. They'll actually start learning from you on video. So you can take a video and make it for multiple people and send it to those agents, and they'll learn from that and do that. So it might be Lion Desk training, scripting, video marketing that you're teaching them how to do, Instagram follow-up, tech tips, Facebook ads, lead cultivation and conversion, all these different things that you can teach that agent on a video level. So that's how the ascension ladder works. It goes all the way from the free stuff to the video training, and my team helps you do that better than you can by yourself. So I created this company because I wanted you guys to be able to wake up every day to new loans by letting our highly trained virtual assistants do marketing tasks while you sleep. So while you're asleep, we're kind of like elves behind the scenes doing all this stuff, pick business up to you and at-bats and stuff on a daily basis. Now, the company's been in existence already for 6 years, and we started off in the insurance field, and we've done a lot of business with the insurance companies already, and we've been in mortgage now for 1 year. We started with a beta group. It went extremely well. Everybody's very happy. The tasks are going along. We're working with people like Fairway, PRMI, Movement, American Mortgage, New American, a bunch of these places that we're already working with that I've passed the compliance departments, I've passed the legal departments and stuff like that. So I've been able to get into these companies and everything has been compliant and safe. And the reason is because our company is extremely secure, okay? Your data transfer is all encrypted. My people can't even walk in and out of the building with cell phones. They have to have everything is completely locked down. We're actually ISO and IE certified, which is kind of the same level of like if you're somebody walked in your office and wanted to do a Deloitte & Touche type of audit. That's a high level audit that we're locked in at. Okay, so everything's extremely safe, extremely secure. Here's how it works. This is a team of high-level trained virtual assistants that are trained on the latest marketing and loan tasks in our industry, period. The team has the ability to work day and night for fractional hours. Now, what fractional hours mean, if you need to make somebody work at night for 2 hours at 2 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock, and you also need somebody to work from 3 o'clock in the day to 4 o'clock, you can do that. You don't have to hire the person to work in 8-hour shifts. It's not like that. You're buying fractional hours. Now, these are a task. These guys are managed teams, and their tasks are ordered or are managed by an entire organization in India. So all the way from a CEO down to your virtual assistant, it's all managed and scalable. So the team will learn your systems and exactly how you work over time. You'll have one virtual assistant, but there'll be multiple people that can take the place of them if they ever need to. So your assistant is going to work with you, and they're trained by me, okay? I'm a 17-year technical loan officer that does exactly what you do all day long. So I've taught these guys about 90 different marketing tasks and assistant tasks that you would use in your industry, and we'll kind of go over what those are. So here's some of the daily tasks that everybody does at this point in my group is we friend agents for you on Facebook, and then we message those agents to set appointments for you, okay? So our goal is to get you to 5,000 agents. That's where you want to be, or 5,000 friends or whatever. But my goal is I'll have about 1,000 friends and 4,000 agents when I finish up. I'm at 3 now, and I did that in 1 year, and I did that in about 1 year. I went from 1,000 to 3,000 in 1 year using the virtuals. We also build that agent network for you. So we do deep research on these realtors to determine really high value activities and opportunities for you. So we'll pull up that realtor and say, okay, how many listings did they do? How many buyers did they do in the last 2 years? And we'll put that into a spreadsheet for you. Then we'll take and we'll market those listings of the agents on Facebook Facebook groups or video marketing. And that creates a lead generation where we actually generate leads for you from these listings, from, say, Listing Booster or List Reports or something like that. We'll also social media post for you. So we'll wish your clients a happy birthday. We'll invite your clients to the private Facebook groups that you have, or the agents to the private Facebook groups you have. And we'll find new, fresh private Facebook groups for you to generate business in. We'll also cultivate those realtors and run tasks for those realtors on your behalf, which is way, way better than, say, a Zillow split or something like that. So much more value at this point because you're a part of their business. We'll help you database or manage your database, Active Campaign, Lion Desk, Big Purple Dot, whatever you have. Now, Facebook has been something that I've brought on because of TJ and Fish. I started off and I wanted to do Facebook ads, but just to be honest, guys, it's a freaking nightmare, okay? You want somebody like Fish and TJ to already do all of the deep learning and deep testing for you, because it can be a soul-sucking, all-consuming thing that to get into Facebook advertising. So these guys have created the template that's perfect. I just run it, okay? So on Facebook, you guys buy the system from TJ. We literally run the whole thing for you, okay? So you put gas in the Ferrari, or your agent puts gas in the Ferrari, and you drive it around the neighborhood, but TJ sold you the Ferrari, and you didn't have to really do anything for it, okay? So if you guys don't have TJ's system, you need to buy it because it works perfectly hand in hand with my virtual assistant. On top of that, we'll help you set up Active Campaign and build all your automations out. We'll help you if you want to create sub-users for your loan officers and stuff like that, and we'll add new automations into Active Campaign for you as well. We also do video editing. We'll do logo intros, captioning, music, outros, lower thirds. We'll even take those videos and make them look like they're going Facebook Live on live, even though they're recorded videos. You just give us the time, and we do so, and we put them up like that. Then the custom tasks. You guys are going to come up with stuff that you want to do for custom tasks with my team. We'll do that, absolutely, but we have an onboarding system to make sure it works right for you. So you give us a task, I teach the team, or you teach the team through video, we grade it, make sure it's perfect, and then we roll it out for you once it's perfect, and you'll never have to do it again. A good example of this is, let's say your contracts come in from your purchases, and you just get sick of taking off the listing agent and the buying agent and putting them in your CRM. It's a good example, okay? It's one I do. If we would say, do that for you, get it correct, and you never have to do it again, okay? So now I want to go through one of the actual tasks that we do, so you understand how it works and how it'll benefit you in your business. And we're going to go through what I call the listing marketing system. Guys, this is nothing more than like Listing Booster that's been branded to you, and generating leads online with it. I'm going to go through the concept, the components, the steps, the setup, pitching the realtors, realtor appointments, implementation, and marketing, okay? So the concept of this is, and this is why Listing Booster is so genius, interest always starts at the product. Now, the product for us is actually real estate listings, okay? Now, what realtors have always done is they take those listings and they market those listings for new buyers and new sellers. Well, this is what realtors do, and this is what we now can do with things like Listing Booster, Virtual Assistant, and systems, Facebook ads, and stuff like that. We can now do the same thing that they do, but when we give them those leads, they have a higher return rate for us, okay? So if a realtor closes a deal, there's usually about a 3-to-1 return if you have a good realtor, because they understand that they're making more money. They'll usually refer you more people when you refer one closable deal to them. Now, the components of this are we have to create realtor interest, We do that through messaging on Facebook, one-on-ones, live courses, and videos, just like I showed you. We want to create a lead capture tool, so we have to use Listing Booster, call capture, Facebook ads, flyers, stuff like that. And we want to have a marketing mechanism that's set up to do this, okay? That would be either like flyers, that could be List Report or Listing Booster flyers, emails that go out, Facebook groups, Facebook ads, Craigslist, sign writers, all these different ways that will bring in that marketing for you. Then we follow up on those leads with your CRM. We help you do that with LionDesk or ActiveCampaign or whatever, and then the virtual assistant puts all this together. Now, here's the steps of making this listing marketing system work. We connect you with an agent on Facebook. We friend that agent. They accept the friend request. Then we set the appointment for you. You go on, and the appointment, you pitch whatever you're going to pitch. You go through a discovery process. I'll go through that in a minute. We set up the listing marketing system for you. We post the links online. Leads come in, and you guys research together with the agent and cultivate those leads, okay? Now, this is how we pitch to realtors for you. We friend those agents on Facebook. We message them the next day that they respond to that. If they say yes, we message them with a script. It's an attraction marketing script. We create interest in the realtor's mind for you, wanting to do business with you. We set the appointment for you, and we send them a Calendly link so they can get together with you on your schedule. When you go on that realtor appointment, you need to do a needs analysis to find out what they need. Okay, every agent is going to be different. Some are going to want high-level Facebook marketing. Some are just going to want to know how to get in their LionDesk account. They don't know how to do it. You never know what you're going to do unless you go on that appointment. You're going to discuss the listing marketing system with them or any of the other strategies that we give you. You're going to give them a quick hit strategy because you want to get them a quick win as quick as you possibly can. You're going to give them the next step, and which is, of course, setting up with your team or your virtual assistant. And we're going to start on the most recent listing of that agent for you to blow them away, okay? Then here's how the setup is going to go for you guys. We set up the visa. We're currently compatible with like LionDesk and ActiveCampaign and Big Purple Dot. You need a separate laptop to do this and permission. And then you install the remote software. We log into your computer, and we operate as you inside of your computer. This way it's completely safe and compliant because we're nowhere near like Encompass or Calyx or anything like that. We're operating in your laptop that just has just a browser on it, really, okay? You'll set up Calendly in your CRM, and you'll send us all your passwords and stuff that you need to use, and we'll go to work on your marketing for you. So that's how it works, and responding to leads. The next thing is the implementation. We're going to actually look up the realtors and set them up in Listing Booster for you. One big issue with Listing Booster is the agent just won't do it, okay? I know I've had that happen so many times, the agent won't do it. So we get the permission from the agent and set it up for them. We also upload the listings for them into the system if it doesn't come in through List Hub. So we do all that for you. This is a set it and forget it Listing Booster completely, okay? So the agent, all they do is they log in and boom, they got leads the next morning. That's it. We sign up Facebook groups that are private Facebook groups for you so we can market these listings on these groups. So if you're in a certain area, we're going to go find all the good groups for you. We're going to find the for sale by owner groups, the buy sell trade groups, all that stuff where you can generate leads. We do all that for you. Now the marketing comes from Facebook groups, sign writers, flyers, websites, Craigslist, Snapchat, Instagram, all this stuff where you're going to take those links and get them out there to generate business, okay? Now, that's just one task that I just went through. We have multiple other tasks, and I want to go through that right now with you guys because I know a lot of people are asking me questions on how does this all work, okay? How do I get started? Now, here's the answer to how you get started. There's 3 levels, and I'm going to go through each level with you guys. The first level is the silver level or the starter package. That is $12.50 an hour, $500 a month, which gives you 40 hours of fractional work in that month that you can use however you want. If you want to do all the work from 2 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning, you can do that. If you want to do the work in the days when you can actually message agents, you can do that as well. The hours of operation are 11:30 p.m. Central to 8 in the morning. That's when the first night shift comes in. The next night shift switched over, the day shift switched over at 9:30, and they go to 6:30. I love these guys. They do all my pre-approvals. They do so much for me. It's ridiculous. I'm running 18 hours a day at this point myself, okay? The tasks that you can run in the silver level are friending agents, messaging agents on Facebook, adding new clients to your CRM, finding for sale by owners, following agents on list reports, which, by the way, is really awesome. List reports is a good system for following agents. You can follow unlimited amounts of agents on list reports. Then you can just throw them into Listing Booster, which is really the smartest way to do that. We can build Listing Booster leads for you, Facebook stalking. This came from Michael. I've been excited to do this because I haven't given this to anybody, Michael, because you were the one that I think created this, where you go figure out who their friends are on Facebook. This is a task that only your team can do if they want to do through me, but we'll figure out who those mutual friends are and stalk them for you. Texting clients, processing tasks, adding realtors to Listing Booster and list reports, that's all stuff in the silver package. A bonus for this that you guys get automatically is I'll give you a 30-day getting started action plan. Every day you're going to get an email. It's going to give you a cool new way to implement your virtual assistant to do what you want to do. The setup time for this, if you want to do it, is 24 to 48 hours. You need your laptop. You need to put on TeamViewer. We log in. We set you up. It's very quick. If you did it today, we could literally have you going tomorrow morning or tonight because my team is available right now to set people up. The software needed is a laptop, TeamViewer software, and Facebook. That's all you have to make this happen. Of course, you might want to have Listing Booster, Active Campaign, Lion Desk, all that stuff as well. The next level is the Facebook level, okay? So you can't do Facebook ads on the silver level because it's too difficult. The gold level is, actually, that is wrong. It's not $25 an hour. It's $12.50. It's $1,000 a month, $12.50 an hour, 80 hours of fractional work that you can use, okay? So you have 80 hours to use during the month for whatever you want to use. Same hours of operation. You can run all the silver tasks, but you can also create Facebook funnels, generating leads. You can video edit, duplicate landing pages. So we can duplicate an entire landing page for you. If you send me a landing page that you absolutely love, we can completely duplicate it. We got to change it, of course, because we want to be compliant and legal, but we can duplicate a landing page for you. We can post properties on Craigslist, create for sale by owner sites and Listing Booster, all this extra stuff that you're able to do at this level because you have more time, okay? Now, this is important. You guys, if you have the Facebook ad system already set up, so you know your targeting, you know your images, you know your text, you know everything you want in that Facebook ad, I give you a form and you can do it. If you don't, I'm not going to create it for you. You need to go to PJ to buy the system, to run this stuff, and then we'll run whatever's in PJ's system, okay? I'm not going to make some single mom freaking ad that somebody wants that only goes to a small subset. That ain't going to happen. We're going to do the stuff that either TJ has or you already know because it's just too difficult and time-consuming. When you guys sign up at this level, you get that 30-day action plan to get you started. You get email templates that I've written for your CRM to go ahead and get started with, a private content group where I'm putting actual content in that you guys can use for your agents and stuff like that, a completely private mastermind group with all the high-level first access to the new tasks I do, and your own landing page system. You have your own landing page system. You can put stupid questions, videos in there, whatever you want to do. You can make 500 landing pages in there. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I own the entire system. The setup time for this is 24 to 48 hours if you have your laptop. Software you need is your laptop, team viewer software, and Facebook, and some of these other things that you might want to have, like Listing Booster and List Reports and stuff like that. That's the gold level. Now, there's one other level that is the platinum level. Good Lord, it's still not right. Okay. This is $12.50 an hour also. In the future, it may go to $37.50 an hour, but it's not. It's still $12.50 an hour. This gives you 120 hours of fractional work that you can use anytime you want. Same time, day or night, whatever. You get all the tasks on the silver and gold. But here's where it gets really interesting, guys, okay? TJ's system works extremely well on your laptop, but it will also work on your top agent's laptop as well, okay? Your agents need virtual assistants just like you do. So I decided, am I going to open up the real estate side of this and do virtual assistant for them, or am I going to just let you guys do it and let them come through you? And the answer is I'm letting you guys do it, and they come through you. They can pay you, they can pay me, however they want to do it, or you can cover their virtual assistant and let them do the Facebook advertising so it's equal and compliant, okay? And if you need to talk to your compliance department about this, do so. This is important that you run this correctly. But the idea is you're giving your agent virtual assistants they can use for all this cool stuff, and you're helping them set it up, and you're paying for it for them. They're just paying for the advertising, okay? So that's where the platinum level comes in. This also allows you to do seller leads, okay? So you can actually run Facebook funnels to bring in sellers for your agent. You can optimize listing videos that we've created for you and get them ranked on YouTube. You could do text-to-speech stuff, really cool stuff, business pages, copying and actually adding new emails into the CRM, personalized videos, all kinds of really cool stuff at this level. Bonuses for this are you get a 30-day action plan, email templates, private content group, but you also get live training webinars for you and your agent to go to together that teach them how all this works, and you get a landing page for you and your agents with this, okay? Setup time, same thing, 24 to 48 hours if you got your laptop. Software you need is laptop, team viewer software, and stuff like this. I was going to put a case study in here, and I didn't get a chance to, and I'm sorry, I got too caught up. But Matthew Victoria, if he's on the line, he started with me at 3 to 4 loans a month last year when I first started all this. He came in at the platinum level. He made a commitment to do the 120 hours of work a week, and now he's going to close this month, I believe, 10 loans, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So he tripled his production. Now, it wasn't all me, okay? I helped him with the coaching a little bit, and he's got some other stuff that he was doing as well. But I was a big part of that, okay? So the platinum level works really well if you want to scale and grow your business dramatically. So I think, let's see. Guys, let me take some questions from anybody. Michael, can we take questions while we're on here?
Yeah, they can either message or they can kind of put them in the comment thread.
Keith, I got a question for you. Hey, yeah. So let's say I want to meet with 10 agents face to face every week.
Okay.
How do we do that? What are you doing to make that happen?
Okay, so we would friend, if you want to do 10 agents, you need to spend about 2 hours a night friending agents, okay? So actually I have somebody that did this. Ken in my group, who is with Movement, did exactly what you're talking about. And he ran 2 hours of friending agents at night. He's a platinum also. He ran 2 hours of friending agents at night. So we friend about, you can only really friend without getting in trouble, about 20 people a night or so. You do it in different parts of the night and it's easier, but we friended about 20 to 30 people at night every night, okay? That's the first thing. You have to friend these agents at night, and we do that for you. Then, out of that, if you don't look like a serial killer on your profile, you'll get a certain portion of that, usually about 25 to 50% will accept your friend request, and then we will message those people with my script, and it's an attraction marketing system, script that gets them to want to meet with you because you have business, and you're going places, and you're doing different things. They want to meet with you. So we would then do probably 30 minutes a day, also messaging, maybe an hour a day at the most, messaging those people to set up those appointments. Now, if you want to do 10 a week, I would suggest from about 4 to 6 o'clock, you jump in on those messages and take over some of them because you'll get better response, okay? So if we just set your appointments, like right now we're setting all John Thomas's appointments. He never even touches it. He literally doesn't touch it, and we give him like 1 or 2 a day. But if you wanted to do more like 10, then if you jumped into those conversations, because you're smarter, of course, than the virtual is, we open up the conversation, you close it with an appointment, you could easily do 10 a week. Easily.
So as an LO, let's just say, man, I know I'm coming in the spring market. It's the last day of February. I got to get my shit moving like now, and just meet, to go to what Fish says and what Tim says, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. I'm not going to do anything else. I want to take my listing booster account. I want to take Keith's VAs, and the two of them are just going to work, and then I'm just going to go out there and just meet with folks face to face, face to face, face to face. So
yep.
what I mean, that's a recipe for success right there. Like, forget everything else,
yep.
right? Forget everything else.
Yep.
Forget the Facebook ads, forget YouTube,
yep.
CRMs.
Yep.
That is a recipe for success right there. What level would you suggest that somebody works with for that?
You could do that at the silver level. Because all you're really doing at that point is 2 things. You're friending agents and messaging those agents also. You need silver gives you about 2 hours a day, okay?
Right.
You could do an hour of friending, and you could do an hour of link posting, and you'd be good to go right there for what you want to. Now, you would want to scale that after you saw some business come in, but you could start with just those 2 things right there.
So, and just to let everybody know, like, when you're messaging, and you don't have to put your secret out there, but when you're messaging these agents, you're not setting like these crazy unrealistic expectations with them. You're not saying, hey, work with me, and we're going to fill your pipeline up with loans that are ready to close in the next 10 days. It's
no.
Yep. So
no,
it's no BS. No. So when you sit down with an agent, their expectation is there for each of them. They know why they're meeting with you. You're already coming in with the opportunity that you just need to sell yourself as a mortgage loan officer and building that relationship, right?
I make it very clear to them that when they meet with me, they are almost kind of interviewing for us to do business together. Guys, it doesn't have to be the other way around anymore. These agents need business just as much as you do, okay? And you now have the access to give them massive amounts of leads. I mean, I didn't really show you guys this, and I can, but, I'm generating, to show you something real quick. Hold on just a second.
While you're looking that up, I have like a kind of a question / observation, and I think you touched on it briefly. You mentioned when we were talking offline yesterday and a couple times in your presentation, some of the folks that are having success and some of the strategies that you're outlining here, they work best with loan officers who are already fairly adept at marketing. They know all the moving pieces. They know how to present and teach classes. And, so I know some folks have already reached out to me and asked about your systems, but they don't understand how any of the pieces work. And that's where, there's other things there. I know you mentioned TJ's program. I know that Matt Victoria went through our loan officer acceleration program. I know people learn from different places all over the country, but the folks that are paying attention to how lead gen works and how marketing works and perhaps have a strong background in that or are participating in other programs are the ones that are finding the most success because they actually know how to manage their virtual assistants better. They're better presenters. They have better content. They got better support groups in general. And it's interesting. I see a lot of the names working with you, and they're all people that are out there trying to be the best at marketing. And there's a common theme. There's people that truly want everything done for them, and when you don't even know how the parts work, it's hard to manage them. I mean, they can lean on you to build this, but they still need to know how it works. And like you mentioned, the ad copy with TJ, and how the listing booster pieces work. If you don't understand how all this plays together, and you're trying to talk to agents to sell it, you're not going to be all that effective. So, my question to you is, somebody, let's say they know nothing today, what would their progression be to get to the point where they're doing 1 or 2 deals a month to all of a sudden they can afford to get to your platinum program? I mean,
by far, meeting with agents, even if you don't know hardly anything, you know more than that agent most of the time, at least and more importantly, to ask questions about what the agent wants, right? So the agent may not know anything about Facebook ads or have any inclination to do them. It's crazy. Sometimes I'll meet with agents and they'll be like, dude, I just need a flyer for my open house, and every agent is different. And I think if you just meet with agents, you'll get to know what they need, because it's always different. Then I'll meet with some of these guys and they're like, hey, I'm looking to set up, slide broadcast, active campaigns. I want to do Facebook ads. I want to do messenger ads. I want to do all this other stuff. It's deep stuff. And that just comes from learning over time. And in my group, I try to teach that stuff as much as possible. And I know you do too, Fish. And you guys have got to be plugged into these groups so you can learn this stuff. It's not going to just magically come. You got to learn some of it. But you can still go out and talk to agents immediately, and you're going to find out more doing that than anything else, because you're going to see what they actually need, like right now. That's my opinion.
Ask great questions. Great salespeople ask great questions. And if they don't know the answers, then they find the answers.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. We got any other questions from anybody?
I'm looking on the messenger thread. I don't see any pop up. I'm sure there'll be a couple that kind of pull up in the. You see anything, TJ?
Just one thing to add, and Keith, you mentioned it. Like, you don't have to be a Leads Academy member, right, or an LOA member to run advertising with your VAs, right? If you are comfortable with how Facebook ads work or advertising or whatever it is that you're doing right there, and you have your setup, your guys will go ahead and do it. You're just not creating ads from scratch for them. So you're not creating advertising from scratch. You got to know what you're doing.
No, that's exactly right. The only reason I did that, TJ, and I talked to you about this, is because I had a lot of people coming in that wanted me to build their entire, and you know this, I mean, they wanted me to build their entire advertising campaign, yet they never ran an ad in their life, and I can't do that. I could literally spend 9 hours a day doing that and never get anywhere. So there has to be a formula in order for this to work. And I've used your formula and the Zillow ads, and I showed the return the other day. It's awesome, So, but no, they do not have to have your system in order to do this. If they already know, if they've been through some other higher level Facebook advertising or Stuman system or whatever, we'll run exactly what they want us to run. I just want them to give us the exact formula to run it, and then we'll scale it. So let's say you bring me a community ad and you want to do it one time and they like it, and then you want to do it 50 more times with other agents, we'll do that. That's fine. But I want to make sure that everybody knows they need that formula in order to make this work. And on all levels, that's exactly the same thing. We'll do whatever you want us to do on that level, but Facebook advertising starts at that $1,000 level, which is 80 hours a month. And the reason is you need that time too to make all this work.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of CRM. There's a lot of CRM work that goes in and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, the people that have gone through, whether it's Leads Academy, LOA, or other courses, and especially when they started the automation piece of it and the follow-up system, they start to realize how much time and energy goes into setting all that stuff up. It's not as simple as just uploading an image and throwing some ad copy up there, and then no matter what people tell you, I promise you, it's not that easy. So here's the last thing I would say to all of this is if you're a loan officer and you are working to go ahead and build your business right now, and you're struggling, right, or you're brand new, beg, borrow, steal. Go to your branch manager, get the silver level at $500 a month, get listing booster for $200 a month, right? Set up $2,100, get 3 months, set yourself up for 3 months of that, and just bust your butt, meet with as many agents as possible. Let Keith's team do the hard work for you, because the meeting is the easiest part, right? What's the hardest part? Why does Rick Ruby in the core charge people $400+ a month to tell them to make phone calls? Because the phone call is the hardest part, right? The actual getting up and having that meeting is the hardest part. Let Keith's team do that for you. Use Listing Booster as a great way to leverage yourself and differentiate yourself, and just meet with as many people as you can over a period of time. Now, if you're a little bit further ahead and you can afford to go more, you're not where it is, I say absolutely get those VAs in there and take the Matthew Victoria route and just, go all in. Put all your chips in there, run your leads, get your video marketing done, get your CRM done, do what you do best as a loan officer, which is get out there and meet people and sell loans.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fish, anything to add, my friend? You always do.
No, I mean, of course I'll add something, but I was talking to Matt just a couple days ago, and just like many of the LOs that I brought onto Success Series and had other hangouts with in the MLO network, Matt was talking about all the different training courses and the different people that he'd hired to mentor him, and all the work that he'd been doing to trying to find systems that worked, and how it was finally coming together. And I was excited to talk to him because I know he didn't just work with me. He worked with lots of people, but it was that trait that I see a lot of these big hitters across the country. They all have the same trait. They don't just stop, or they don't hang their hat on one marketing trick. They put as much time and energy researching their team and building their team. And if they try something that doesn't work, they try something else. They realize they need to hone a skill. They figure out who's got that skill, and they learn from them. That's exactly what Matt did. I mean, he figured out he needed to learn presentations. He got that from somebody. Figured out he learned how to be good at Listing Booster. He got that from somebody. He figured out that he needed some more help on the back end. He got that from you guys. But he didn't stop with one system and just say, oh, this isn't working, I'm going to sit at home and cry. He just kept moving. I mean, I watched that guy go to every single event in America and pay money to every single coach and buy every single system and try it all. And it impresses me that he had that much hustle. Some folks would say, oh, that's crazy, just give me one system. Well, here's your one system. Pick up the phone and fit agents Monday. There's nothing wrong with that. We know it works. But some of this higher level stuff, the social media, the ads, I mean, as you said, Keith, it can be a little bit complex, and you have to understand the parts. And the folks that really know how to do it and plug in with you, and their systems built out, you can truly rock it. So I like it, man.
Cool. Good. I appreciate you guys having me on. I wanted to say one more thing about that system. I know we talked about this, TJ. I bought I won't say what it is, but I bought a very expensive Facebook ad system for, I think it was like $2,500, okay? And my plan was I was going to learn all of it and just sell it. I was not sell it like you guys are, but I was going to make it pass, right? And I'm pretty smart. I've been playing with computers since I was about 12. And it became two things. First of all, TJ's system was way better when it came out than that system. But two, it was so much to absorb and learn, I decided not to do it.
Right.
Period. That's how If anybody tells you that Facebook ads are just a walk in the park, they're not. They're just not. Not to make them produce and make them work and make you money. They're not a walk in the park. You need that correct, duplicatable system. And another thing is, you guys don't need to spend the time to learn all that stuff when you could be just picking up the phone and calling another realtor or another client and making another $200 an hour. You know, that time spent to learn all this stuff is, in my opinion, wasted when you can just pick up another deal. Okay, so I hope that I just wanted to say that because your system is very good, TJ, for what these guys want to do on the Facebook ad side.
Yes, man. I appreciate it. We try, like I said, we try to go out and find a bunch of stuff that works, get rid of all the fluff, and make it where you said where it's not so overwhelming, so you can kind of get started right away and not get into that whole analysis paralysis thing that you get with so many of these programs that are out there. All right, cool. So obviously, if anyone wants to check out more, sign up. epmortgageservices.com is the website. So as you guys, anyone here know, Fisher and I do not endorse anyone or bring anyone on here that we do not believe in. So there's a lot of folks who have asked us to go ahead and hop on these webinars with us or be allowed to be part of this group, and we do not allow them in here because we don't think their stuff is real. And we're afraid they're taking advantage of loan officers. Keith gets our full backing. So I'm actually going to be using Keith's services here myself. To help me go ahead and take all the crazy stuff that I've got going on and consolidate it so I can work on more awesomeness for not only my personal mortgage origination business, but for Leads Academy.